What's up, everybody? And wow, yeah, it's kind of surprising, isn't it? A live commentary. Yeah, I've never done one of these before, but you know what? Figure I'd give it a shot, see how it goes, and we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think at the end of this video. Greatly appreciate it if you happen to watch this. Anyway, I was inspired to make this video after reading an article over at She Attack done by Gabby about Watch Dogs, and the title of the article is "Did Overhype Ruin Watch Dogs?" The article is really good. I definitely recommend you all reading it. I will put the article in the description of the video. And you know, that's a good question. It really is. Did overhype ruin Watch Dogs? But before I go any further, I would like to say that this is not meant to be a direct response completely to the article. I will address some things that were written, but I just wanted to give my overall view on everything that is surrounding this game, and also give you my, I guess, mini thoughts on this game so far that I've played. But yeah, it's a good question. Did overhype ruin Watch Dogs? My answer to that is, as you could probably tell in the title of the video, yes and no. I know, leave it to me to not give a direct answer, but that's to me, that's my answer. Yes and no. In some ways, yes, the overhyping of this game did ruin it. But in other ways, I don't think the overhyping ruined this game. Because let's be honest, and it's like the article said, that there was nothing really in the game that really does not make this live up to the hype. It's really the hype itself that didn't make this live up to the hype. And I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, it depends on the person and how much certain gamers actually let hype of games dictate how excited they are about the game. And how the hell did he... What? Okay, that was strange. I didn't understand that. That was weird. Anyway, it all depends on the actual gamer, in my opinion, on how much they actually get hyped for games. See, me personally, I try not to get too hyped up about games, because if you hype up a game, like, extremely, like, to the extreme, then more often than not, it's not going to live up to that hype, because you're going to hype it up to be this perfect experience. And I can't think of a game that's really perfect, to be perfectly honest. So how are you going to give hype to a game, expecting it to be perfect, and then it ends up not being perfect, and you end up kind of getting disappointed? See, that's why, at least me, I don't get super hyped up about games. And in E3 2012, I was hyped up for this game. When they first showed this game, I was really excited. I was like, wow, this is really cool. This feels new, fresh, and to be honest, 2012 was not the best year for games, at least in my opinion. So to see this at E3 was really exciting. And that's honestly one of the misconceptions people have about this game. See, I remember, I think it was, and someone could correct me if I'm wrong, was it like 3 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, maybe longer, I don't remember exactly, that they actually finally showed gameplay of this game. And it did not look like the E3 2012 trailer. And that set everybody off in a frenzy. And everybody got crazy, and they were like, and there was my perfect stealth run. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Maybe not. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the big misconception about this game was that after they saw that the screenshot, or not screenshots, God, stupid. The first video footage of this game, and it did not look like the E3 2012 trailer. But see, what a lot of people don't know, and I can't really fault anybody for not knowing this, was that what they showed at E3 2012 was not what the actual game was supposed to be. Oh, someone's trying to escape. Guess what? No escaping for you. No escaping. No escaping on my watch. Anyway, what they showed off at 2012 at E3 for this game was never meant to be what the actual game was supposed to show. See, they just created that just to show what they were making. That's the only reason that was solely created. Because let's be honest also, how many times have you seen a game actually look like the trailer that shows off the game? I mean, how often do you see that? I mean, I can't think of many games that do that have basically looked just like the trailer of the game. I can't think of any. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't think of any. So, a lot of people getting upset about that, unfortunately, in my opinion, was misplaced. But like I said, it's not really completely their fault, because you had to really dig deep to know this. I mean, I personally didn't know about it until later. Much later. But at the same time, even when the videos got released, I still did not get disappointed, because, see, to me, graphics are not the end-all be-all of gaming. They're not. To me, first and foremost, gameplay. Gameplay is most important. Because you can have the best looking game in the world, but if there's no gameplay, or if the gameplay itself is boring, then what do those pretty graphics do? They do absolutely nothing. At that point, you might as well be watching a movie. So, but that's another point I'd like to bring up. People got upset about that. And now that the final product is out, as you can see here, look at the graphics. I think this looks outstanding. Honest to God, I think this looks outstanding. I mean, right now it's raining, and I just hit a light bulb, and there it goes. Oh well, no power for you guys. Look at the rain effects here. Look at the glistening off the car. Look how the rain gets on Aiden's coat. I think the graphics of this game are outstanding. And actually, here, perfect. Look at the water right here. That has got to be some of the best looking water I've seen in games. I know it probably sounds kind of stupid. I'm overhyping water. Or I'm hyping up water. But I'm just giving you my honest thoughts. I think this game looks fantastic. I think this looks as good as what they showed in 2012. Honestly, I think they do. I mean, how much better really can you look than this? So I don't see how people are can really be complaining about the graphics. And this is the PS4 version, by the way. I don't know how it looks on 360. I don't know how it looks on the PS3 or even the Xbox One. This is the PS4 version. And it looks fantastic to me. So, people complaining about graphics, I don't see how. But you know what? People will complain. And I would like to go over what a lot of people are complaining about. Actually, you know what? I think I'll go back the other way. Another thing people are complaining about is the driving in this game. That the driving is really wonky. It's kind of stiff. It's not like Grand Theft Auto. I don't think the driving is that bad. I can see why people would think it's stiff, but this is just my personal theory. I think Ubisoft was trying to go more for actual realism when it comes to driving, because I drive for a living. I work at a car dealership. I have to drive all different types of cars. I mean, all different types of cars. We all some of these weird different cars in the shop sometimes, but I drive different types of cars for a living, and they all handle differently. And it's the same as this game. A lot of the cars in this game handle differently, and you have to know how to actually drive the car. So, I think that's what they were going for, because that's how, at least that's what it feels like to me when I'm driving the car. But I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing, because it still controls fine. You just have to know when to drift. You just have to know when to brake. It's not really that difficult, in my opinion. But it is what it is. So, honestly, I can't really see how anybody can look at this game and then overall, ooh, yes, I will take all your money, thank you. It's very easy to get money in this game, by the way. And I can't see how people can look at this game and call it trash. I can't. And I've seen some people do that. And first off, I'd like to know what these people were smoking. I mean, how is this game trash? And I know I probably asked this earlier, but how is it? Because the only things I've really seen people complain about is the driving, the repetitive side missions, which honestly some are repetitive. Like, I would say the fixer contracts are repetitive, definitely. And there are some other ones that are repetitive too, but some of them have interesting twists. See, I don't really want to say much because I don't want to spoil anything. Because if I go too in depth with talking about some of these side missions, I will be spoiling stuff, and I do not want to do that. But let me just say, even if some of the stuff does look repetitive, it has interesting results. Like, I'll give one clue. One clue. The privacy side mission, I think that's what they're called, the privacy side missions. Even though actually doing those is repetitive, you have to do a repetitive action. What you actually uncover in those things, oh boy, they are really surprised. Some of them are shocking as hell, and like I said, I don't want to spoil anything. So, honestly, those are really the only things that people are really complaining about, in my opinion. How does that make this game trash, though? How does that make this game trash? What the hell? What the hell? Okay. I am being hacked. That's great. This reminds me of Dark Souls. That's another thing. Wow, okay. I'm guessing that happens normally? Okay, well, sorry for going off track there, but I don't see how. I mean, this is one of the things that people complain about. The graphics, I think that's a done issue. Because once again, people keep bringing up E3 2012. And it's like I said earlier, that was never meant to be the final product. It was just something they threw together just to show off the idea of this game. So, complaining about the graphics to me is a dead issue. So that just leaves those two issues. I mean, if there's anything else about this game that you have a problem with, I would like to know. Please let me know. And I've never done this before, completely noobish, so forgive me for playing horribly. Another thing I'd like to point out, and I guess I'll do this in closing since I'm rambling and I apologize for that. At the end of the article, Gabby mentioned that maybe in a different world, that the hype would not have ruined this game. And she also brings up that maybe if they showed it off not at E3 2012 but at 2013, and maybe didn't advertise it as much, then maybe the hype wouldn't have killed it. I have a different take on that. And let me know what you guys think about this. I don't think it's that. In a different world, definitely the hype would not have killed Watch Dogs. Definitely. Not because of that, though. Not because of anything Ubisoft has done with this game. I think it more so has to do with the mentality of a lot of gamers in the gaming community. Because to me, it seems like... Honestly, it seems like... And maybe I'm thinking differently, but... It seems like people want games to fail nowadays. I don't know what anybody else thinks about that. But it seems like a lot of people were hoping that this game would... They wanted this game to fail. Now, I don't understand that. There's a lot of questions I ask myself throughout the days. Like, for example, who gave this person a license? Why is this person being allowed to use the internet? How does this person have a job? See, questions like that I ask myself throughout the day. But this one baffles me. Why do people want games to fail? And yes, good job, DK King 585. You got me. You got me, dude. You know, I was just trying to play single player, and I guess you could be evaded. Okay, I guess maybe still don't know what the hell this is. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Maybe someone can explain this, but once again, I'm sorry. This is little unexpected things with live commentaries, I guess. I guess this is how this works. But that's what it seems like to me. It seems like people want games to fail. Why would you want a game to fail? I mean, seriously, why would anybody want a game to fail? I want games to be awesome. I want just about every game that gets any remote hype to be awesome. I want Destiny to be awesome. I want Witcher 3 to be awesome. I want the new Halo to be awesome. I want Order 1886 to be awesome. I can go on and on and on. I want every game to be awesome. Now, granted, not every game is going to be awesome. But I don't want games to fail. And it seems like a lot of people in the gaming community, they want that. And I don't freaking get it. I don't freaking get it. But you know what? Maybe I'm not meant to get it. Maybe since I'm an older gamer, maybe I'm just stuck in the past. Maybe this is how people act today, unfortunately. And maybe one day we will be able to go back to just playing games for fun. Looking at games for what they are. Not for what they're hyped up as. Not for what we think they're supposed to be. But, so yeah, I think this game is being unfairly misjudged in a lot of areas. I'm really enjoying this game so far. I've barely even touched the story. I've been addicted to the side quests, and I think that should tell you something. I mean, the story could be phenomenal to me, so that makes the game even better. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Ubisoft does with this game, with future DLC updates and maybe some DLC missions, maybe? I don't know. The sky's the limit with this game, in my opinion. So, I think that's about it, and hopefully I didn't ramble on too much for you guys. And unfortunately, I tend to do that. So, it's my first live commentary, so it is what it is. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I guess I'll see you all next time for whatever I put up. All right, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Peace.